Hello everyone and welcome back to Knights of the Blackwater. I am Ben. Today we have the 5th round of Swiss from the Cardiff Regional. This is also the last round of Swiss. We have Isian on the left, who's playing Greyjoy Rains, against Tagore on the right, who's playing Bara, Kraken. Obviously we saw Tagore in the last game. Isian, who is rocking the lovely European melee mat, European Championship melee match, I would say, is pretty famous playing Greyjoy Rains, in particular at the moment. This seems to be his faction of choice. And looks like we've got setups here. So we have an Iron Mines, a Fishmonger, a Crescent. Not a Fishmonger, Ship Right, sorry. The Rose Road and the Armory, which is on the last one, against King Ballon and a Rose Road. So you're assuming here that Isian didn't have the best mulligan, because I'm pretty sure it looked like he was mulliganing. I don't believe Tagore runs March, so he is safe in that respect. The one card setup isn't awful here. But Isian definitely needs to draw on something to get some more cards. Just going through trying to pick his plots. Can't see him playing calling the banners this turn. So we have trading with the Pentoshi into a Time of Plenty.
I'll go first. Don't speak for Time of Plenty. So trigger your plot. Then don't do Time of Plenty.
Now I must say, personally, when I'm ever playing trading, I kind of hate to see Time of Plenty, especially as an opener, because that reserve 5 can really come back to bite you on the backside. Now, obviously, Isian is playing Rain, so there's a chance he can flip into another pot with a high reserve. But probably not. Probably get one high reserve. Whereas, obviously, when you got Time of Plenty and you're drawing that extra card, you got reserve 7 and you're getting 3 extra gold. That feels like a pretty good situation to be in. So Tagore here is only 1 less gold than Isian. So and he's already got better board presence. We've got a Great Hall played out, so I think we're going to see some big guys. That looked like 5, was it? For Melisandre, he's going to kneel King Balon. Spears, I don't think to go. Oh, he did pay for. Sorry, he was just after he used to Davos. Didn't use the Great Hall you played out though. So we have a Rose Road and the Iron Fleet Scout played out. We have an Iron Islands Fishmonger. So Valor right here would be really bad actually. Oh, Tagore did. Yeah, Tagore's realised he. Oh, regional Tagore. So two takebacks there, guys. This is a regional. Come on.
I have an action.
And
wait, it gives you 1 gold, right?
So Isian's played out the Islands. I can't remember what it's called now. Whichever their econ location. I can't remember what it's called. It's the worst one, unfortunately. We have Dampere played out, so I was thinking Valor might not be on the boards, but actually that means Valor could be on the boards because his reaction would be great, and Isian is really screwing this up.
What's the point of that then?
I think Isian's had a bad start. It looks like he's feeling a little bit flustered here. And he's going to sit on a couple of gold. So you have an intrigue coming in from Melisandre. And Isian's going to block it with Dampere and raise her strength. The Islands Market, that's the card. So we have an unopposed power challenge from Crescent.
No military.
And Tagore's not going to do the military because he thinks Dampere's going to be used to stand someone. And Tagore takes Dom and draws a card with the armory. So it'd be interesting if Isian goes to Valor here to try and get all the Neils off. The other option is got to Rise of the Kraken or I wouldn't have thought we Rise of the Kraken. So he goes out in Valor. It's got a lovely old type Valor. So we've got Counting Coppers into Varus's Riddle. I think Tagore thought there might be a Valor coming. So I think he was probably potentially trying to double Valor, potentially. But yeah, Tagore's ball's pretty Valor proof right now because he's got 2 saves and
That's a good question.
and obviously Davos just comes back to hand. So he's looking in a pretty good state to kind of not worry about anything, any reset here. And how critical is that going to be hitting the Varus Riddle hitting, getting that big mitt full of mitt full of cards, and how the money's play stuff out with it. Whereas Isian's going to be struggling a bit with hero cards. And looks like it got a duped. Is that going to be a duped Bob? Yep, duped Bob. So I think Isian's in trouble. This is not looking good. So Isian's got 4 gold. He's also got the reducer. We know he's got a Rose Red he can play out, but
Sorry, I forgot to do my regular draw step. Do you mind?
Yeah.
Did I?
Did you? I don't think so.
I had 7 cards in hand at the end. I played 1, 2, 3. So I did forget to do my regular draw step.
looks like Tagore forgot to draw his normal. Got to draw his cards.
Did I don't know. That's fine, whatever. The chances of me having done it too high. Go ahead, sorry. That was silly of me.
So Tagore's saying not to worry about it, but yeah, he looks like he's saying he's forgot. I think looking at the number of cards he had, he probably did forget to draw up. But you don't want to have accidentally drawn too many cards, not at this stage. And in all fairness, both these guys are making the cut. So they're both 4-0. So it doesn't make a massive difference. You're basically fighting who's going to be first and second. So you don't want to make a silly mistake in that respect.
Just top on what's armory requires you to kneel.
Yep.
So Isian asking if the armory size needs to be knelt. So I think you might be seeing a this scout paid out. Now it's interesting that Tagore chose to do that and now not do it on the first one, which would have given Isian 1 less gold. Tagore does go for the. So Isian does play out the Island Fishmonger. Sorry, Shipwright. Lordsport Shipwright. Sorry, guys. I do apologise. I think Tagore's got Seed in Flames here. I think he's getting Rage Player Seed in Flames. And indeed he is.
Challenges, Seed in Flames.
Isian looking for that hand judgment. He does have a hand judgment.
Cancel it, sure.
Still gets to trigger Mel though.
I don't get mail, do I?
You do, yeah. Does still get the Mel. There goes King Balon. I remember I learned that one the hard way. You need a hand judgment and a treachery to stop that. So we have an intrigue coming in from Melisandre. I think in some ways you might as well just over defend this, mightn't you? Because Bob's going to come in and kneel something out anyway.
Sure. Action. Sure. Fine.
So Damphead defends the challenge. Who defends keeping Isian's hand alive?
Right away to power.
So power challenge here from
Military.
from Crescent, and correctly doing the military with Bob. So that way, if Isian tries to use Risen to stand King Balon, then he can be intimidated down. So that's a pretty heads up play there from Tagore. We have an intrigue. Oh, Tagore then forgot to intimidate the fishmonger, and
Dominance to me.
and Ash has taken as claim, and he also forgot the renowned. By the looks of it, it wasn't Nightmares, was he? I know. I've seen Nightmares in Isian's hand, but I didn't see him use it. But that's the end of the second turn, and we're currently at 5. It looks like 5-1 to Tagore. Isian's plan, and I always find playing Greyjoy against Baratheon, and as soon as the nil starts coming out, it's so hard to keep yourself in the game. You're so reliant on those big bodies to do some work. And we've got confiscation into here to serve.
Who's going first?
So that was potentially another anti kind of Valor plot there. I think for Tagore. I think Tagore thinks there might be a reset coming because obviously you can trigger hit serve first, bring in Mace to Crescent, and then you just lose his dupe. So for the Valor trigger, so Tagore is basically made an unvalorable board. Tagore just has to win this before he has to Valor, which with Bob out he should do. So Isian collecting his money.
Sorry, before you near the other one.
And
So once you near the first one, near the other
yeah, so Tagore quickly remembering to use the shipwright to kneel the second Island Islands market. Seriously, Varys might be the best play right now, and indeed that is exactly what Isian is going to do. He needs to get this board smaller and then try and clear as best he can with a Valor. The only issue is, looks like he's got. I think I've seen a Risen in hand, but also there's without the extra gold, he couldn't afford to get out the Iron Mines he might need later on. So we have an Ocean Road played out for Tagore's side. He's got 4 gold plus a load of two great hauls. But you've sort of wondered, is it actually worth playing anything out? He's going to do Davos. That's interesting. Because obviously Davos just... Oh, no, because he wants to keep him... Yeah, that makes sense. So that means after the...
I have an action during the challenges phase. Yep.
And we've got a Scene in Flames played, and this time it is going to get off.
So I need to kneel first.
What? Now you need to do this first.
So we've got a...
Event resolve first, and then you did trigger.
Good. Lots of lovely cards.
And we're going to take the Risen, which does make sense. Or maybe actually character might make more sense now, because the board's about to get wiped. Isian needs to put characters out. So I know there's a Reader in hand. You've got Victarion as well. But he's going to go for the save. I think they're all good choices. It's got to be King Balon. Surely. Oh no, because he won't get to attack for free because there's another king on the board, won't he? His king tech is turned off. So maybe not that worried about him. He's going to kneel Varys. Yes, because you do not know in a military if the opponent does not control a king. Against Baratheon, you're pretty much always going to see Bob. So that's not... The king tech does get switched off a bit there. Isian desperately looking for some answers. It's looking pretty bleak. Just remember, guys, if you do want to see any other videos from this regional, they're all in.
It's waiting for you. That's why my cards were down.
They're all in a playlist. The reason why. Sorry, quick guys. The reason why that takes so long is Isian thought he was going second. But yeah, if you want to see any other videos from this regional, they're all in the playlist. So if you're watching this that goes live, you can see the previous 4 rounds. If you're watching this in the future, then we'll also have the cut on there. So obviously 8 videos in total. So yeah, Isian Remy has so Tagore mining Isian as a king. So he's going to do a power challenge.
Pump to 6, 7. A block, I am 5, 6, 7.
So Bob wins. And Isian passes to Tagore.
I will military stealth Ballon.
So the military stealthing Ballon, which he's going to kill Dampere with. That's interesting.
Power with Crescent.
Power of Crescent, which gets to go another 2 power.
Opposed. Island Dominance.
Tagore wins
Trigger Double Knot.
Dom.
Trigger Varus.
Drawing a card. Varus gets triggered, wiping the mostly wiping the board.
Davos Crescent. These 3 get discarded.
And now you think here comes the Valor, I would imagine.
Oh right, yeah. Oh sorry, it's 8, isn't it? It's 9.
And that's now successfully triggered the Islands markets. Now, it's actually part of the reason that Varus is actually in the deck. That Isian was telling us afterwards that with Varus you can get enough, even just getting rid of dupes, you can normally get enough cards there very quickly to turn those on. And yeah, I think the only option, I think Isian's trying to side, but the only option really is to Val at this point. The Bob will get saved by the by the Iron Mines, and the other 2 characters probably will end up coming back to hand. But oh, interesting. So no, Isian's gone for money.
You've got nightmares now, don't you? So I will let you go first.
So because of the nightmares, Tagore has allowed Isian to go first.
Collect 6, 7, 8 gold.
So Isian's got 8 goals. So this is going to be a really good money turn for Isian here. Because he's going to get another... he's going to have 12 gold to try and repopulate this board and try and get some sort of presence out. To get the 3rd fish market out. The first market out, which obviously just immediately pays for itself. So 12 gold. What can Isian get out to try and get himself back into this game? He's got Victorian, so he's going to be getting stealth, then we can get some nils off. Really, he needs an intrigue icon, so he can try and flip into something with claim. But potentially, this isn't quite over yet. He's also got a We Do Not Sow, so there's any way getting an unopposed off. He could blow up the iron mines. He still doesn't seem as that happy though. Another Varus gets played out. An Iron Mines. Another Iron Mines. A fishmonger. Pike. And he's going to sit on 1 gold. Now, he can't actually trigger Rains, so that's an interesting choice. He can do the We Do Not Sow, I guess. Varus again. So we've got Red Keep in play. So Without the power icons, you're going to think Tagore is going to get a lot of draw this turn.
Pay 3. Boom. Ooh, it's interesting, right?
So we've got the newly made Lord played out. There's a lot of good targets for this.
I think Pike's more, yeah, boom Pike.
It's going to take Pike. That's
Go ahead.
probably, I don't know. I think he can still defend the power, so the intrigue's going unopposed anyway.
That's unopposed.
So unopposed. There is no. There is claim because it's not valid. Oh, sorry, guys. I thought you'd valid. Yeah, there's no valor. So there's claim. Do apologize. I'm sure you're all screaming at me for being a numpty there.
Military?
Nightmares.
And Bob gets nightmares.
Unopposed.
That is unopposed.
Claim.
Yep.
Do you bother with the I say yeah. Do you bother, Chod? I guess power is unopposed.
2. Dominance is me.
Yep.
Tagore wins a red keep first. Tagore wins dominance. His
Dominance is me.
hand is going to be massively full at this point.
Draw a card. Pop the old
Varys pops, so wiping the board. So Isian, can Isian come back here? He's managed to get the board down, but he's got lots of money. He really needs to be drawing some cards. He could read that counting coppers back, I guess. Looks like going Rise of the Kraken to try and get some quick power gain. Probably something 2 claim wouldn't be awful here. So we have Clash of Kings into Rise of the Kraken. So unfortunately Tagore does get to go first if he wants to. And that could close... Oh, there's no power to still actually, is there? That potentially can't claim the game. Tagore has chosen to go first though. So this all depends what they've got in hand. Now obviously Tagore's been drawing a lot of cards. So you'd think he's got a lot of cards to pick from here. Oh no, sorry, Tagore has... Oh, I better say. I thought Tagore said he'd gone first, and there's Isian trying to play out. So Isian's gonna have 10 gold here. That's not pocket change. All depends what Isian get out. Now Tagore, I think I have to be a bit more careful as playing. He's only got 5 gold. He has got the lots of reducing stuff though, but I mean, really wants to see him like an Asher right about now. Ash should be amazing. There is another Bob in hand, so he could get Bob out. So potentially a Bob with the 2 Great Halls would... Great Halls effectively giving him 10 gold. He's good effectively gets a Greyjoy character. He's got 10 gold. Could get Bob and something cheap.
1 gold short.
Or 11 gold, sorry, because he's also got the
That's what I like.
Dragon Port.
Come on, I need that comeback.
I should also point out, by the way, Isian got knocked out by this deck the day before in Bristol with Ryan piloting it. So Isian's pretty... he kind of knows what the deck does, but also at the same time he kind of got a grudge against the deck. What's Tagore going to go with? I think you've got to get that Victarion out, I think. Get some good Intimidate off, and then that just, I think that just opens the way up for a second unopposed.
It's really annoying.
Unopposed with after the Renowned.
The perfect thingy, my bub. So I guess this the better play is Neil.
Oh no, it is going to be Bob.
Bob. And then Neil. Pay 3.
And Bob and Theon. So we've got Stealth and we've got Renowned. I think that's going to be it. I don't think Isian can make a comeback. I think Tagore's ridden out those resets as well as he could.
Yep, get your 8 gold.
10 gold.
Oh geez, sure.
So barring a couple of nightmares and a couple of milks here, I think Tagore's in trouble. Dave, he gets enough of the right icons to stop the unopposed.
That's it, right? Just give power.
So you have King Balon put out, and
Sure. Any pre-challenge?
so yeah, they're both going for the challenge here, and that is the military, getting the unopposed, and the renowned, and that is game. So guys, thanks for watching, and please come back next time when we have the cut to top 8.